Can you hear me now? I don't know if you can hear me, but let's just play anyway, because I'm not having choice anything at the moment. So. Hey, Lloyd. Hey, my boy. How are you? I keep forgetting there's like a slight lag on recording and Twitch, so bear with me. You're in your office at the university working on your laptop when the phone rings. It's not ringing, but it rings. Hello? Good morning, Professor Righi. This is Inspector Rossi. How are you? It should be working. Maybe it's because I've got reset. Let's try it again. Let's reset it and then try again because my luck is not going well. Sorry for this. It's like everything today is just going how I feel today. Let's try again, see if it works, and fingers crossed it works this time. Yay, it works. You're at the office at the university working on your laptop when the phone rings. Hello? Good morning, Professor Righi. This is Inspector Rossi. How are you? Stressed. Good, thanks, and you? Good. I wanted to ask about the report you're preparing for us. The one about the artifacts seized in Tuscany. We need to wrap up the investigation this week and would appreciate having documents as soon as possible. Which was your pick? You've almost finished your report, or you suspect the artifacts are fake. Last time I put I know, I'll do the picks in this one. If you want something different, just feel free to tell me. You suspect the articles are fake. I still need to finish it. I'm leaving for the USA. Do you need the finished report urgently? Actually, Professor, we do. We're about to close the investigation. There's one aspect I'd like to investigate further. It's just a hunch, but sometimes the little things hide something more significant. I suspect they might be fakes, albeit ancient ones made centuries ago. In that case, you're right. Take your time, or take the time you need. Can you send me your report before you leave, except for the pending issue? Good idea. I'll do it as you suggest. Goodbye. After hanging up, you remember you need to call Laura, your girlfriend, who tried to reach you a couple of hours ago. Hey babe, sorry, I'm only calling now. Don't worry, I figured you were busy with tomorrow's trip. How about dinner tonight? Great idea. Shall I pick you up at 8? Perfect. I'll be waiting. Kisses. That's always cringy to me. Kisses. You briefly think back to the last email you received from Professor Tom J. Angeli, President of the New England Archaeological Society. I apologize. My pronunciation on words is terrible. A young and promising archaeologist known for his many papers and on the myths and legends of ancient Greece and Rome. We would be proud to have you speak at our conference. I must admit, the invitation makes me a bit proud. You get up from the desk and go to the window. Well, I'm already 40, but I'm starting to make a name for myself, even abroad. Dad would be proud. Unfortunately, he passed away too soon. The phone rings. He's very popular. This is not fair. Hello? Um, Good morning, Lorenzo. This is Tom. Tom and Angeli. I'm calling to make sure everything's set for your departure tomorrow. I'm sure your presentation will be one of the most appreciated at the conference. Your reputation as a scholar has made its way here, and I believe that your approach to ancient history will blend perfectly with the informal and also, how shall I say it, a bit controversial spirit of the panels that will take place at the conference. Thank you very much, Tom. I'll do my best to meet the expectations. I'll try not to give an academic lecture. I've read the schedule for the event, and it seems like it won't be 3 boring days among scholars. I bet we're all university professors and professionals at the end of our careers. Skip. We're not aiming to publish yet. Another scientific we're not aiming to publish. Oh, for God's sake. To get another scientific paper. I've read the schedule for the event, and it seems like it won't be 3. Oh, I've just read that bit. I'm sure your presentation will be the one of the most appreciated at the conference. Good morning, it's going backwards. I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why. I read. You bet. We're all professionals and professional. Yet in the end of our careers, we're not aiming to publish yet another scientific paper. We want to have a great conversation about the themes that have fascinated us all our lives. Have a great day. Have a safe trip, and I can't wait to meet you. Thank you sincerely, and have a great day too. The conference will focus on the importance of myth, legends, and idols of ancient civilization, even very ancient ones preceding the Greeks and Romans. They've asked me to focus mainly on the aspects not commonly covered by regular academic studies. I want to get creative to make my presentation spot on, a dash of originality. Anyway, I'll be one of the last speakers, so I'll have time to tweak my talk to match the vibe of the conference. I think I need to tweak mine. Tom also sent me the start of his talk, focused on ancient myths and rituals. I didn't quite get the era of all the people he's talking about. Super intrigued though. Right, I think I'm gonna get a drink. Excuse me a sec, because my throat is killing me. But I'll be right with you. So bear in mind. Hope you have your drinks and are ready for the next bit. I will try my best. Sorry, I keep coughing and stuttering and that. So great, shit on me. Try again. Oh, great. We'll get through this. Next time, remind me to save. Why does this always happen to me? I always forget to save or everything. Yeah, I remind everyone else to. This, this invite kind of surprises and intrigues me. Plus, they're covering all travel, food, and lodging expenses. Never heard of the New England Archaeological Society before, but they sure knew about me. Apologies. True. I've been writing on international blogs for a while. They must have found me there. Guess the hustle paid off. Both Tom and his assistant Ellie have reached out to me loads of times. Ellie is so thoughtful. Send, Sends me 2 emails a day just to nail down the details. Now I just need to focus on prepping my presentation and making sure I've got everything I need for the trip. Can't wait to get going. By the way, it was Ellie who suggested I head out early for a couple of days of diving. Actually, I'll send her one last confirmation email since she seemed almost anxious about my arrival. Dear Ellie, all confirmed. I've got a flight tomorrow from Rome at 1 p.m., landing at 3 p.m. local time. I'll pick up the rental car and head to Ipswich for 2 days of ocean diving. See you there, and thanks for everything. You are a great sea enthusiast and expert at diving. At 17, you were able to dive to almost 100 meters deep without breathing. The sea has always been your obsession since childhood, but it was the only one among your passions that your father did not like. Your mother had died at sea when you were only 3 years old. It, it's been at least a year since you found the time to fully enjoy the sea, but you always keep yourself informed about the world of diving, reading articles and blogs. Moreover, since you decided to go to the conference and are looking for information about the Boston area, you'll find articles about diving everywhere. The magic of the web. The phone rings and disturbs your peaceful thought. It's Ellie, Tom's assistant. Hey Lorenzo, I just read your email and we can't wait to meet you. I was calling to see if there's anything else I can do for you. Hello and thank you. Everything is okay and I'm ready to go. Is everything okay with the diving equipment? Did you have any problems booking it? Often diving centres don't have the type of snorkel I usually use. No problem. I personally spoke to the school. They have already reserved the best available equipment for you. You'll see, the ocean is different from your seas. It gives a feeling of absolute depth. Ask Ellie if she dives. Ask Ellie where she's from. I think we'll go with she dives because, to be honest, she seems to know a lot. Ellie, do you also dive? I'm a marine biologist, and for many years I have been dealing with those seabirds. That stretch of ocean was my home. So you are an expert. What are the characteristics of that stretch of sea? It's unpredictable. There are strong currents and the weather changes quickly. Sounds like England, to be honest. When you are offshore, you always have to look at the sky to avoid being at sea during a storm. And the seabeds. You see, you'll see, they are very special depending on the weather. The seabeds change light sometimes at 30 meters deep. It seems to me that the sea around me was a living creature. I can imagine what you're telling me. I can't wait to dive. You'll see, it will be an exciting experience. We're out for dinner. Oh, what have we had? Oh, now I'm hungry. You are accompanied by the waiter to your reserved table. You don't even have time to sit down when Laura, your girlfriend, arrives immediately. They like to emphasise that she's your girlfriend. Hey, honey, have you packed your bags for the trip? And is your report ready? Yes, everything is in order. Have a perfect plan. I'll arrive tomorrow evening on the coast in Ipswich, where I'll go diving on Friday and Saturday. Sunday morning, I'll leisurely head to Boston in time for the conference starting on Monday. The report isn't finished, but I have plenty of time to refine it. What luck that the invitation is in June. Yeah, it's perfect, really perfect. I can combine my passion for the sea with my passion in participation in a conference that looks interesting. Conference seems a bit strange. Let Tom and Ellie know about your life. Both is true, but I think I'll go with the top one this time. I'll go top one. I think this time was last time we did. The conference seems a bit unusual. Some speakers don't belong to the academic field, and some topics are peculiar. What do you mean? They will talk about very ancient history, but also about legends and theories not scientifically proven. I hope I won't find myself among the group of nutters. The nutters are the fun ones, and I love myth and legend. But you haven't been invited by by a group of crazies, have you? I don't think so. The organizer and a couple of speakers have a long academic background in important universities. What's wrong with us crazies? Well then, it will just be more fun than a normal conference among boring historians. Hope so. Anyway, I'm very excited about the scuba diving in the US. Well, United States. Well, I have a good trip. I hope you can have an unforgettable adventure. I'll miss you and your blue eyes. Me too. Mind you, if you remember the picture of Tom, he had blue eyes too. Very, very blue eyes. The next day, you catch a cab to Rome Flamincio? Sino? Flamincio? I have no idea. Airport, all set to fly to United States. You've got a carry-on and a briefcase containing your laptop and presentation. You're hoping to jazz it up with some fresh ideas by Monday when the conference kicks off. You go over your schedule in your head. Got to double check it. Check it twice. You'll be arriving in Ipswich on Thursday evening and so on. Please place your phone and laptop in the tray. Here they are. Taking off your jacket, you place the metal items, your laptop, your and phone in the tray. You'd think he would place his keys. No, mind you, he took a taxi. But his house keys? Excuse me, sir. We need to do a routine check on your electronic devices. That's always suspicious. Go ahead. The staff member disappears for a few minutes, then comes back and hands over your laptop and phone with a smile. Sorry for the hold up, sir. No problem. Have a good day. Have a good day. You always wondered if these checks are random or if security gets suspicious of something or someone. But in your case, you can't quite figure out what might seem odd about you. You're a tourist? Well, you can tell he's lecturer, don't you? It's weird that it's a stereotype book, isn't it? It's weird that they took my laptop and phone and kept them for that long. It was only a couple of minutes, he said. Huh. You plan to keep working on your screen during the flight. Sorry. I want to make a good impression. I'll prep material for at least three different presentations. I'm one of the last speakers, so I can decide. I'll decide last minute. The flight, the flight will be long, but it's chill. The plane isn't completely full, and the seat next to you is taken by a guy around 25, not Italian. I smile at him, and the guy starts chatting in English. You're reading a book about symbolism in ancient cultures. Do we talk about much? I guess. The flight attendants are super nice and friendly, and they keep checking to make sure everyone's good. After the meal, you crash into a deep sleep. I think all of us can do that on a plane. However, word of warning, do not fall asleep with a mint in your mouth. It goes everywhere and ends badly. But yeah, I did that in Spain, on the way to Spain, and yeah, bad idea. But yeah, fingers crossed. He doesn't do it. You wake up to a thought, find only water above you, around you, in every direction. You must be over 100 meters deep, free diving, but you feel no strain. It's as if the oxygen you have could last forever. Looking up, you can see some sunlight penetrating down there. You're surrounded by big air bubbles and swarms of fish, which seem to follow a precise path. It feels like you're in a vortex, pulling you from the deep ocean to the surface, slowly spinning you around like a top. At one point, the water changes colour. It turns a bright light green, and you can see everything clearly until an arm grabs you and helps you resurface. You hesitate for a moment, or you decide to grab the arm? I'll go hesitate, because who could it be? But something and someone pulls you towards the seabed. You feel three or four hands pulling you deeper, and the air in your lungs is about to run out. You look down and see them. These strange creatures, similar to Asian men, with bind feet. Fin feet. Fin feet. I read that wrong last time. The feet are very wide, and the toes are connected by some sort of membrane. They're not aggressive, almost smiling at you while some air bubbles escape your mouth. You feel the oxygen in your lungs increase instead of decrease, as if with these underwater creatures gives you a greater breathing capacity. You're invite, they're inviting you to stay with them at the bottom of the sea, where you've always felt wonderful, to live like a fish in even in ever brighter waters. You feel a sense of happiness. You want to stay at the bottom of the sea, and you realise that those men want to teach you to live underwater. Oh, sounds like a nice dream, actually. If I weren't so terrified of water, I would so go accept that, because that sounds amazing. And with everything they say is happening with this planet, the sea sounds wonderful. Even though, well, nothing lasts. A hand touches you gently. You wake up and notice a pretty flight attendant smiling at you. We're landing in Boston soon. You slept through most of the flight. Can I get your coffee? Thank you. I really need a coffee. You dream a lot. Sometimes you remember your dreams for a long time. Other times you forget them in a minute after waking up. Do you remember your dreams? Or do you forget your dreams? Me? I never remember them. But I hear I don't really have nice dreams all the time. Sometimes you almost feel like you receive omens in your sleep. I really hope not, because I dread the thought of how bad my sleep gets. You stretch out in your seat and lift the shade on your window. The sky is clear, the sun is shining. You check your watch. The landing is right on time. You drink your coffee and fill out the immigration forms. When the plane touches the ground on the runway, your legs feel numb. You arrive at Boston Airport and head towards immigration office. There isn't much of a queue. It takes you 10 minutes. The police officer gives you a quick look at your passport and at the forms that you have filled out in the immigration procedure. And then he welcomes you and lets you pass. You only have a carry-on luggage, luckily. After the arrival gate, you look for the car rental counters. They're right there, in plain sight. Good morning, I booked a rental card until next Friday. Good morning, certainly, sir. You've chosen a small car with insurance coverage for both damage to you and third parties. Is that right? Would this one be suitable for you? The attendant shows him a picture of the small car. I wish I could see the car. I want to know the make of this car. Perfect. Probably doesn't matter much in the story, but I love cars. So I really want to know now. Great. Here's the key. Do you have do you know how the rental works? Fairly well. I have to return the car with a full tank and without any damage. By the way, can you tell me where to find the parking lot? It's my first time at Boston Airport. It's very easy. When you exit onto the streets, there's a big parking lot in front of you. On the ground floor, you'll see the rent-a-car signs in our parking lot. You should look for a spot 125. For spot 125, where you'll find the car. I wish you a pleasant stay. Have a nice trip. Thank you. You easily find the car. Has an automatic transmission, but you get used to it quickly. You leave the airport parking lot and head slowly towards the highway. The final destination is the town of Ipswich, where Ellie's Books Sub-Centre is located. It's located north of Boston, a couple of hours' drive away. The navigator on your phone directs you north. You take one of the many highways, uh, and after a while you see the sign for Ipswich. Finally, I can spend a couple of days at sea. It's been so long since I've gone diving. I wonder what it's like to dive in the ocean. You drive along the coast and admire the scenery. It's very green, and there are woods everywhere. Every now and then, the road passes near a stretch of coast, and you catch a glimpse of the sea. You immerse yourself in the thoughts as you drive and on the wide American roads. You arrive in town around 6 p.m. The sun is still high. Here it gets dark later than in Rome. There is a bright but warm atmosphere. The summer sun is not as blinding as it is in Italy. Ellie has booked a room in a small hotel. There are no better ones around, and Elliot's Inn is located near the port. It's convenient for going to the diving school, and they gave us a good price. We know the owners, she said. You arrive in Ipswich and drive for about 3 kilometres along wide roads surrounded by an American-style white two-storey houses with gardens and cars parked in front of each house. Kind of reminds you of like the scary movies that have the white houses with a picket fence around. Always looks creepy and never looks lived in. Then when you reach a roundabout, you turn right again and catch a glimpse of the sea in the distance. The direction is right. You see the sea. The sea is just about 2 kilometres away. Sorry, I started more than anything. You immediately notice a change in the landscape. Now you are in a slightly run-down neighbourhood with dilapidated houses all painted in grey. They are almost attached to each other, having small windows through which the light barely shines, and the streets are narrow and the intersections have no traffic lights. There are fewer people around and very little car traffic. It feels like you are in an abandoned neighbourhood. The navigator provides you with unclear directions and keep recalculating the route several times. You can't figure out where you need to go. You look around and see a group of bikers coming. Stopped at the traffic light, you are approached by an old pickup truck with 3 guys. You wait for the biker group and try to ask them. Keep looking for the road by yourself or you approach the surface. Well, if they are surface, they're going to go towards the sea if they've not been there, so I'm guessing surface. In the back, you have some windsurfing boards. The surfers are shirtless with long blonde hair and look tired. One of the 3 is smoking a joint, judging by the acrid smell that fills the air. Hello, mate. Everything okay? He is not blonde. He is brunette. I'm just pointing this out. That is not a blonde hair. Yes, of course. And you? Magnificently. Today was an ideal day to go out to the sea. Is it very windy here? It depends on the days, but generally there is always a lot of air at the sea. Where are you from? I'm Italian. I'm here for a couple of days of diving. Great. We also go scuba diving occasionally. You'll see the sea around here. You'll like the sea around here. I hope so. Enjoy then, and be careful of the pitfalls of the seabed. Thank you. You might want to have a drink now because it's been a bit of a while, so might help to have a bit of a drink. Wouldn't put be broke back. I think he seems to shy it off, but I think that's because I haven't used OBS before, so I'm probably doing something wrong there. But anyway. Anyway, I'll give you we'll have 5 minutes and then we'll go on. Yeah? Sounds good? let's save it. Because then, if I hit something wrong, we know we're safe. So how are you liking it so far? Hey, anime artist gamer. It's been a while. Yeah, I thought I'll give it a try. I got this given this code a couple of days ago, and I thought, give it a go. I did stream once before this. I did it yesterday, but the sound went terrible. And then the time before that, I was streaming with my friend Crazy. We were playing Ghost Recon, and well, just say me dying is good. It's like a new phrase. How are you? It's good to see you all. And nice to see you all. It's been too long. I need to catch up. Shall we continue? Let's see. When the traffic lights turn green, the pickup truck overtakes you and quickly moves away. So you decide to ask the passerby. You find a man around 50, dressed modestly. Good evening. Excuse me for bothering you. Can you tell me where I am? This is Innsmouth. Go ahead there. Ah, thank you. I was looking for my hotel, the Elliot's Inn. Do you know where it is? Of course, it's on the main street. It should not. It should be not far from the port. Yes, Innsmouth is a port town. They're all. They are all near the port. Go straight, and at the second street, turn on your right. Turn at the second street on your right. Turn. You'll see it a few meters away. It's a good thing I'm not getting driving instructions. I don't know my left and right, so I would be stuffed. It has a yellow sign outside. You'll get there in a couple of minutes. Thank you. You are very kind. Ask the power passerby if there are many visitors, or ask him about the hotel where you are staying. Ooh, I'm intrigued by both, but I think we should ask about the hotel we're staying at. What can you tell me about this hotel? There are strange stories about that hotel. Like what? I've heard a couple of times that it's not quiet at night, that strange things happen, that there are many noises. What noises? I don't know, but I've heard this story a couple of times. After a few minutes, you see the sign. That gentleman was very helpful. You park the car outside, grab your bags, and head into the hotel. You find yourself in a place that looks like a guest house, with furniture that seems a bit dated and thick carpet covering the lobby floor. At least your feet won't get cold if you walk around, I assume. A pretty young lady is at the reception. You just over, she's just over 20 and has gorgeous blue eyes. What is it with the blue eyes? I don't know, what's with the blue eyes? They remind you of your mum's side of the family. Ooh, maybe they're related. I still want to know what the big deal is about blue eyes. Dad always said you got two things from your mum, her eyes and her love of the sea. Good morning, I'm Lorenzo Righi. Righi? Sorry, I can't say his name. There's a room booked for me for 3 nights? Good morning, sure. Welcome to our hotel, Lorenzo. We've been expecting you. I'm Emma. Ellie spoke highly of you. Did you have a good trip? Yes, thank you, Emma. The flight was right on time, and Ellie is always so kind. Here are the keys to room 22. We've already received a copy of your passport. Your room is on the second floor. Unfortunately, there's no elevator. One way to keep fit. No biggie. I've got light luggage. Need help with your bags? No thanks, I can manage on my own. Alright, settle in at your own pace. You must be tired. If you need anything, just dial 0. I'm here until 8, then I'll head home. We don't have a night porter, but if needed, you can call this number. I've never been to a hotel that actually gives you a number to call if you're not you don't have a night porter. Kind of weird. Emma shows you the notepad pinned to the wall. How do I get back into the hotel after dinner? The front door will be open, and your key will be here at the reception. Ask how to easily get to the harbour. Ask about the ideal place for dinner. Well, he's a diver, so it'll definitely be harbour. Could you tell me how I can easily get to the harbour? I'd advise against going to the harbour at night. Why? What happens at the harbour? Not much. Just that cargo comes in now and then. There have been some brawls between sailors and sometimes locals get involved. I'll be careful not to look too nosy. If I see any suspicious cargo, good. You've got the gist of what I meant. You head up to the second floor via a wooden staircase. First room on the right is number 22. You open the door. Thank goodness. The receptionist, Emma, is a friendly and super nice girl. However, this room isn't quite what I was hoping for. Looks like I'm stuck 50 years in the past at least. What is that? Some of the old styles were actually really nice. The room phone rings. It's Emma. She's just got home, he's getting phone calls. Lorenzo, do you need anything? Excuse me a minute. So sadly, I'm gonna have to leave now because I've got other things to do. So, so I will catch you again tomorrow. I'll probably finish the game tomorrow because I can't today. So enjoy. Thanks for coming and speak soon. Bye.